FlyIn is every spring, but one of the misconceptions is that it's just that one event, and that's just not true. There's multiple events that the crew out there are hosting year-round, and with that, we're going to welcome Malonie Ayers, Sun Fund Director of Sponsorships and Corporate Partnerships, and welcome to Sports Central.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Well, as I just mentioned, a lot of folks think that it's just relegated to the FlyIn, and that's just not true when it comes to Sun Fund. There's events year-round.
That is our main annual fundraiser, and throughout the years, we just had a Halloween event. It was a small event, but now we're moving forward with our second annual Holiday FlyIn Festival, presented by Geico, Honda Generators, Gulf Coast Avionics, and Garmin. So we're really excited about that.
Wow.
And car show.
FlyIn and car show.
There's a
absolutely.
car show, right?
Yes, the Lakeland Corvette Club is hosting that portion of it, and we've got many cars coming out just with a beautiful display. And what's interesting is that we're also having an air show or a plane display as well. And so what we like to do is we like to take the vintage cars and place them next to that same year of plane that's coming in about that same era, and then take some great photographs of that.
Wonderful. Just talk a little, I know that's December 3rd and 4th, just around the corner. What are some of the details of that event, some of the things that are going to be happening other than the car show?
What's really exciting, our headlining event is the Stahl Competition, which stands for Short Takeoff and Landing. And so it's very much, it's a World War II era where a lot of planes were taking off in the Alaskan bush, or, with shorter runways. And so now the men have gotten together and say, I can take off in, this shorter distance or that, and so it's become a competition. And so you just get a different face, a younger generation of pilots that come through here, and it's very adventuresome, and the planes are just so close to you. They're actually flying taking off of a grass runway, and you get to be, as the audience, you get to be up close and personal. Many times, we're separated by that fence from the airport, but come join us and see the Stahl Competition, and you'll be there up close and personal with them.
Wonderful. Is this the show you guys have Santa as well?
We do.
Yeah.
So we're very excited. We've got the North Pole. Mrs. Claus, she is a lovely, vivacious lady, and she is manning the North Pole until Santa Claus arrives. He will be coming in by Waco aircraft. We'll be bringing him in, and he'll be climbing out of the plane and saying hello to the children and picking up the cards that the children have written to him and given him their wonderful wish list.
Wonderful. Is that both days, or is that just one of the 2 days?
That's Saturday right around noontime.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the 3rd.
That
Correct.
is, it's
Saturday.
Saturday the 4th.
4th.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So it's
the
Friday,
4th and
Saturday. I'm
5th.
sorry, it's not
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was too busy listening about the Santa portion of this, to make sure that I have it right. But you talk about this event. We talked about other events, but it's just crazy to sit here the first part of November, and next month is Christmas time frame. But as we look forward, and we'll get back to this event, but as we look forward, there's other events that are on the calendar that are scheduled coming up, but all eyes are obviously gearing to the FlyIn. Anything you can tell us about the FlyIn, or any news you want to break here on Sports Central? Because we love to do that.
Well, what's fascinating about the Aerospace Expo is that there's so many components, and so it's an active, moving event that is morphing as we plan for it. So you'll have to tune in later, and once we solidify some more details.
But I want to do it now.
I know.
That's okay. We'll wait. We're just excited.
Yeah.
The one thing that I can say is that the Thunderbirds will be joining us this year.
Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful.
They're
there
my
you
favorite. I know a lot of people love the Blues and some of the, but I love the Thunderbirds.
This year they're my favorite.
Right. A very political, correct statement there that you don't want to offend the other fly teams coming in. We'll talk about sort of the mission, the money that's raised. The FlyIn is the biggest fundraiser, but as we said, there's other events. But a lot of that money goes right back into programming for students and trying to put more qualified individuals into an industry that has seen a decline in people trying to get into aviation or trying to get into flying planes. Talk about that a little bit with the school there.
I think that across the board, when I was a child, I used to think when I would take plane rides, I would sit and I would get in my car, go to the airport, you go into this building, you go through the terminal, and then you go through a door and you sit on a seat, and all of a sudden you feel a little bit of rumble. You're just so disconnected from what you're actually doing, the fact that you're in a plane and that you're taking off. And so what we here at the Aerospace Center for Excellence does, our mission is to engage, educate, and accelerate the next generation of aerospace professionals. So what we like to do, we like to give our children, our students, a hands-on approach to aviation, giving them the fundamentals, the engineering, the understanding of exactly how everything works, and giving them an opportunity to taste, see, and experience aviation. And we do that through very, very many different facets. And we've just opened our Ramos Skylab Innovation Center, and that is where we have the Redbird flight simulation. So, children nowadays, everything's video games, and so we've got these flight simulators that were donated by Redbird flight simulations, and these students can come in, sit down, and they can experience what it's like to fly. And over in our Lakeland Aero Club, we have a flight simulator donated by Redbird Flight Simulations that has the movement capabilities, so you really feel that you're in a plane because of that, and it's in a darkened environment. It's really exciting what we've got going on there in the Skylab Innovation Center. We've also got drones, and the Science on a Sphere is also very exciting because we bring science to life, and we have this beautiful sphere that's hanging from the ceiling in a darkened space, and you can take your presentation and you can give it to the students in this environment, and it makes learning really very exciting and hands-on.
So when we're talking about the simulators, can Gerald and I come over there? Maybe we can take the crew over there.
I was thinking the same
and
thing.
We can have a competition between each other of landing and taking off.
I would love to see it, and you're welcome to videotape that and record it.
Wonderful. What as Neil was talking about, the number of events that you guys do, kind of what's on the horizon the next couple years? Is there anything that's in the process of on the calendar, or things that you guys are working on and bringing into Lakeland to be held there at the Sun and Fun?
Well, the Sun and Fun FlyIn and Sun and Fun Expo campus, we are a venue, and so we host many different events that come through. Right after our big Sun and Fun FlyIn Aerospace Expo, we're going to be having the second Hot Air Balloon Festival, which is the Up and Away Florida event. And Ron Kluge, he is the producer of that event, and it will be the first weekend of May, so everyone put that on their calendars, as well as we've got the Pig Fest coming up here in January. That's key, and we've got FMCA, numerous things coming up. So we're very pleased that our venue is so well received. We have a camping ground, and I think that's what is so exciting to most of the events that come to the area. The fact that they can expand their event from possibly from a 1-day to a 3-day to a weekend event, and have camping and everything just very self-sufficient within that space.
And of course, that just brings in that more economic impact, visitors coming in, staying, spending money in Polk County, and of course, as we came out of the pandemic, that was very important to have those visitors and the sports tourism back in the county. But that's fantastic stuff, and we certainly look forward to that. You talk about the Up and Away, so that happened right before the pandemic in 20. They didn't host it last year, so if I'm correct, didn't host it last year, obviously because of COVID and the like, but they're coming back, so very excited to hear that news.
Yeah, so am I. Yes, I was trying to talk Ron Kluge in throughout all of 2021 to go ahead and have it, because we had our Holiday Flying Festival this past year in 2020, a little bit more like a litmus test to find out what's the temperature of the Florida people, of the local people. Mm-hmm. Will they come out to the event? And we saw exceedingly abundantly that the we were ready to come out, and so here we had it again. We're having it again December 3rd and 4th, the Holiday Flying Festival.
What's the website they can go to for more information?
flysnf.org.